already doing deals. Like they're trying to give you a free tire change. They're trying to give you a free car wash and all types of stuff to get out to these games. This is wild. Look at how empty this arena is. Look at how empty it is. The cheapest ticket, $6.
Okay, this is honestly insane. We're talking about WNBA playoff tickets, the postseason, the biggest stage of the year, going for just $6. Yep, you heard that right. $6. No typo, no secret promo code, nothing. That's literally cheaper than a Chipotle bowl, cheaper than your morning coffee run, cheaper than parking at the arena. $6 gets you inside to watch the best players in women's basketball battle it out for a championship. And get this, these aren't nosebleeds in the last row. Nope, you can actually snag lower bowl seats for the price of a fast food combo. That's wild.
WNBA is in a panic right now. The WNBA higher-ups are panicking. They don't know what's going to happen. I already let y'all know. I showed y'all the numbers that they was concerned about the playoff ratings and what they will be for the networks. They're concerned about it already. No Caitlin Clark here to carry everybody. They don't know how these numbers are going to look. Tickets are they're already doing Black Friday sales for playoff tickets. There are teams already doing Black Friday sales for playoff tickets.
But here's the real shocker. Caitlin Clark isn't even on the floor. No highlight reel threes, no jaw-dropping assists that break the internet. She's sitting there in warm-ups watching from the bench. And in that moment, everything shifts. The energy, the hype, the entire WNBA ecosystem feels off balance, completely turned upside down. So, what happened here? Who's really responsible for this chaos? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We're reading all of them.
It's back and forth from all the WNBA players that the league is not just Caitlin Clark. Stop acting like the league is not just Caitlin Clark. There are other people who are doing things. So Caitlin Clark has been injured, so she hasn't been playing. Since Caitlin Clark went down, the WNBA ratings have dropped over 55%
Yikes.
across the board.
Hey, guess what, guys?
The league is Caitlin Clark.
The league is Caitlin Clark.
This isn't just about ticket prices anymore. It's a reality check about value, vision, and how fragile the WNBA really is without its biggest star. When Caitlin Clark was healthy, the Indiana Fever were a walking goldmine. Her games weren't just matchups, they were moments. Fans drove hours, even flew across the country, just to catch a glimpse of her magic in person. Tickets were going for over $1,000 on resale. Courtside? Try $4 or $5 grand for a single seat. Clark didn't just revive Indiana basketball. She turned it into a phenomenon. She outdrew the Pacers in their own city and filled arenas that hadn't sold out in years. Those same tickets are going for pocket change. You could literally pay with the coins from your car's cup holder and still have enough left over for a hot dog. The same franchise that had fans stretching their wallets to see her play is now practically begging people to show up.
Understandable in this era to figure that tickets for playoff games are more expensive than the regular season, but Fever tickets for Tuesday night remain very affordable. $12, $13. I don't know what they're going to lie about as far as attendance goes. We're going to get into that momentarily. There are tons of tickets, hundreds of tickets available, if not thousands of tickets still available for tonight's game at a cheap price of a hoagie sandwich and a bag of chips from Walmart.
And this collapse? It's not quiet. It's loud and obvious. We're talking about playoff basketball, the peak of the season, when tickets should be impossible to find. Yet somehow courtside seats are going for just $200. $200. That's what you'd expect to drop on a high school state championship, not the WNBA postseason. The contrast is almost laughable. Just a few weeks ago, Indiana was the basketball capital. Every game a must-see event. Now, they can't even give tickets away.
In a frenzy right now. The cash cow is not available to play. The Golden Goose is not available right now. That is Caitlin Clark. So now everyone has to get their numbers on their own. We saw Caitlin Clark bring in a whopping 1.8 million viewers for her first playoff game versus the Connecticut Sun last season. That was more than all of the other playoff games that was played that day combined. More than all of the other playoff games played that day.
And that, my friends, is what we call the Caitlin Clark effect. living, breathing proof of how one player can completely reshape the trajectory of an entire sport. When Clark was on the floor, the Indiana Fever weren't just hosting games, they were hosting events. Home crowds averaged over 17,000 fans, shattering records like it was nothing. That's not just impressive, that's revolutionary. To put it in perspective, Clark was outdrawing multiple NBA teams. Opponents were literally scrambling to find bigger arenas just to handle the demand. The Washington Mystics ditched their 4,000-seat gym for a 14,000-seat NBA arena. The Chicago Sky moved their matchup to the United Center, packing in more than 20,000 people. Think about that. An entire league reshaping schedules, swapping venues and cashing in, all because of one generational player.
Last year, the cheapest ticket available to see the Indiana Fever at the Connecticut Sun in the first round of the 2024 WNBA playoffs, $133. Let's just say it's not near that expensive this year. It's not. So right there, Indiana Fever just had Caitlin Clark cut a WWE promo.
But then came the gut punch. September 4th, the day Caitlin Clark announced she'd be out for the rest of the season with a groin injury. And in an instant, the buzz, the momentum, the magic, it all vanished. It felt like someone just flipped the switch and turned off the lights on Indiana's season. What was supposed to be a moment of triumph, their first home playoff game since 2016, became something else entirely. Instead of celebration, it became a harsh reminder of just how much this team, and maybe even the entire league, relies on one player.
You can get courtside seats for $200. It is $200 to go sit courtside. Second row courtside behind the basket is $200. 1 to 3 tickets. It is $200 to sit courtside this game. This is in fact the cheapest. It is cheaper to go to this Fever game. This is the cheapest it's been to get into the Fever all year. Why? Why is it the cheapest?
Fans who once camped outside arenas just to watch Caitlin Clark warm up are now scrolling past $6 playoff tickets like they're expired coupons. What should have been a packed, electric crowd has turned into a half-empty arena, echoing with what-ifs and missed moments. The message couldn't be clearer. Without Clark, the magic disappears. And it's not just about ticket sales. Her absence has sent shockwaves through the entire WNBA. TV ratings? Down. Merchandise sales? Down. Media coverage? Vanishing fast. When Clark missed just 5 games earlier in the season, viewership didn't dip, it crashed. The league lost over half its audience overnight. Games that once drew more than 1 million viewers suddenly struggled to break. 350,000, that's not a slump, that's a collapse.
The last time the Indiana Fever posted a video of Caitlin Clark talking was almost a month ago. But they know who they need to post when it's time to sell tickets. Damn! Putting CC front and center only when it's time to sell tickets. Oh boy. Oh boy. And we're talking about the tickets, folks. Don't hate the player, hate the game. I'm just a lonely messenger. That's it. Look at these ticket prices. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. Look at these ticket prices. $13, $12, $55 for section 100, $27, $147 for section 5, $55 for section 19, $330 for courtside seats.